This is part 2 in the Dorothy Smock murder from September 29th, 1979. The first suspicious person listed in the case file was a 16-year-old minor at the time. His info was redacted, but his parents were named in the report, so online searches gave me some more information. Police found lots of fingerprints inside the Smock business and also found footprints and bicycle tracks outside the business, which led to a kung fu school nearby. The 5 people inside the Kung Fu school were interviewed that evening. There was the owner, an instructor, and 3 students, including the 16-year-old minor. The minor acknowledged that he had made the bicycle tracks when he first arrived at the school. However, his bicycle was no longer there. He stated they had taken the bicycle home, then returned in his van, which was at the school. He had no reason for taking the bicycle home, and police noted that he appeared to be getting nervous during the interview. Police then asked the owner of the school if he had any duct tape on the premises. He produces one from inside a locked desk that appears similar to the tape used on Mrs. Smock's face. Police ask who has a key to the desk, and the owner states that there are 5 keys. One for him, one for his wife, who was not present at the time, one for the Kung Fu instructor, another subject that was not present, and then a female student who was present. Everyone there had their key except for the female student, who stated that she had lost her key a month earlier when she let the 16-year-old student into the school one day. At this point, the school owner became worried and advised the 16-year-old to not answer any more questions unless his parents or an attorney were present. The parents, Mr. and Mrs. Godfrey, arrived on the scene shortly, but were advised that they would be contacted along with their son at a later time. Less than a week later, the Godfreys met with detectives at the police station. Upon questioning, the minor's story became more clear. He stated that he was going to the Kung Fu school that day of the murder to help the owner with painting. He rode his bike and arrived at the school at 5:30 p.m. He found the owner's car there, but the school was locked and no one was inside. So he rode his bike to a nearby store and returned to the school around 6 p.m. There was still nobody inside the school. He was starting to leave again when he saw the owner and the instructor arriving in the owner's mother's car. By that time, it was about 6:30 p.m., and the minor no longer had permission from his parents to be out. So he went home to get permission from his parents around 6:45 p.m. Later, around 7:30 p.m., the minor arrived back at the school in his family's van. He didn't notice anything suspicious happening around the solar energy office during these visits to the area. Police appeared to be comfortable with the Godfrey alibi, as it doesn't appear that he was investigated any further. I did find a mugshot of him from later in life, however, he appeared to be cleared in the Smock case. The case still remains unsolved. If you have any information regarding the Dorothy Smock murder, please contact the Yuma Police.